Trying to find your happiness this winter? Let Fiji Airways fly you there direct. Whether you're sunbathing or snorkeling, dining or dreaming, you'll experience legendary Fijian hospitality. Expect the warmest of welcomes in this Pacific paradise. Unplug, unwind, and relax in your happy place. Fiji. Get great deals on direct flights to happiness at FijiAirways.com. That's FijiAirways.com. You deserve this. Go from here to happiness. Flying direct with Fiji Airways.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Lifebuoy Health Soap presents Big Town.
Extra, extra, hero about Prelude to Christmas. Tonight's Big Town story brought to you by Lifebuoy Health Soap. Used in the homes of 40 million Americans. Extra, extra.
Lifebuoy Health Soap presents Big Town, the headline stories of a great city dramatically reported by Steve Wilson, fighting managing editor whose creed, as with all great newsmen, is emblazoned on the masthead of the Illustrated Press.
The power and the freedom of the press is a flaming sword, that it may be a faithful servant of all the people. Use it justly, hold it high, guard it well.
Now to Big Town, and Steve Wilson's timely and touching story of a child's simple faith, and captioned Prelude to Christmas. This is the story of the eternal struggle of faith against fear in the mind of a child, and began as 10-year-old Greta Vilna and her father, two of 1,000 displaced persons from the shambles of Central Europe, stood at the rail of a mercy ship as it steamed into Big Town Harbor.
Papa, I am frightened. Why are all the little boats blowing their whistles at us? Are they going to send us away from America? Make us go back?
No, Greta, my darling one. That is the great heart of America welcoming us.
But, Papa, what of the boat with officials in uniforms?
What of them, my child?
Except for the American GI soldiers at RDP camp, I am afraid of officials in uniforms, Papa.
You must not be afraid anymore, my darling.
But, Papa, it was officials of the government who came and took you from your newspaper, and Mama from our home, and Mama died.
There, my darling. That is over, finished, done. We must remember, and yet we must forget.
But the officials, they come to question us.
Yes, but also to welcome us, like the little boats out there. And you must not be afraid, for here in America, the officials of the government are the servants of the people, not the people slaves of the officials.
But we are not Americans.
No, but we are guests of the people of America. Through their Congress, they have invited us here to live and work and pursue happiness. And if we are worthy of their faith in us, we can one day become citizens of this great land.
Like Uncle Peter in Oregon?
Yes, Greta. And like your Aunt Reba, who lives in Big Town, who will be waiting for us at the dock.
But, Papa, what if something is wrong? If there is another mistake and we are sent back?
It will not happen. You must not be afraid, Greta.
I want to have faith. I do not want to be afraid anymore, but so much has happened.
I know, my darling. Your little lifetime has been filled with tragedy and sorrow, but we must forget what has been. Look to the future.
I'll try, Papa.
Come, my darling. Dry your eyes. Some gentlemen are coming this way. One with a camera to take pictures, perhaps for the American newspapers.
But why would they want to take a picture of us, Papa?
Because you are a very pretty little girl, young lady. Get a good picture, Dusty.
Oh, how could I miss? Hello, young lady. Can I shoot you?
Shoot me. Oh, Papa.
It's all right, Greta. The gentleman means may it be a picture of you.
Oh, yes. I remember now. In our camp, the GI soldier said, shoot for almost everything. It is American slang.
That's right, young lady. And I beg your pardon, sir, but the ship's captain tells me you're Gregory Vilna, a newspaper editor imprisoned by the Nazis.
Yes.
Oh, Papa, Be careful what you say.
Greta, do not be afraid. No harm will come of speaking here. Is that not so, sir?
Yes, thank heaven. And now, young lady, if you let my photographer take some pictures of you while I talk to your father.
Yeah, sweetheart. Come on over here to the rail and I'll shoot you. I mean, take a picture looking at the big town skyline. And try to look impressed, even if it is only a pile of stone.
But I am very impressed, Mr. Cameraman.
Your photographer, he understands children.
Yes, in spite of the fact that his specialty is criminals.
Criminals? And you, sir?
Well, I'm Steve Wilson, managing editor of the Big Town Illustrated Press, Mr. Vilna. And I'm hoping you'll come to my office.
Your office?
We'd like to do a story on your experiences in the Polish underground.
I would be most happy, Mr. Wilson, but in only 2 days, Greta and I must take the train for Oregon.
Well, could you come to the Illustrated Press about 6 tomorrow evening?
Yes, Mr. Wilson. At 6 I will be there without fail.
Oh, Papa, Mr. Dusty, the photographer, has told me I will soon see Christmas trees and many helpers of St. Nicholas, which my GI friends called Sandy Claus.
Santa Claus, sweetheart. And Big Town is just crawling with him this time of year.
Yes, Greta. And if you'll come along with your father to my office tomorrow evening, I'll have Dusty take you out to meet some of Santa Claus' helpers.
To your office? Papa must go to your office?
Yes, Greta, but just for a little talk.
Oh, no, Papa. It was just for a little talk. You went at home and they put you in prison.
Not here, my dear.
And Mama, for food rations, she went and never came back. Never came back.
Not here, my darling. Don't be afraid. Not here. It will not happen here.
Oh, excuse me a moment, Mr. Vilna, my private wire.
But of course, Mr. Wilson.
Steve Wilson, Illustrated Press. Oh, Lorelei, where are you? I thought you'd be on the Washington plane. Senate reorganizations? Yes, stay there. I have a special feature I wanted you to do, but I'll cover it. Look out for those Washington wolves, my lovely. Just call me later tonight.
You're a feature writer?
Yes, and a very good one, Mr. Vilna. But I have most of the facts, and I'll do the article on you myself.
Well, I'm honored, Mr. Wilson.
I am the one who is honored, Mr. Vilna, in being able to publish the story of a newspaper editor who sacrificed everything in defending the freedom of the press.
Well, there were many of us, Mr. Wilson. We did what we could to stem the tide of tyranny, but tragically, it marches on. Tyranny does not die in battle so long as it lives in the hearts of man. And so long as fear and the memory of fear haunts the spirit of the living is with my little Greta.
Yes, what about your daughter, Greta? I hoped you'd bring her with you.
No, poor little Greta. For so long as she can remember, she has lived in the shadow of fear. She has suffered hunger, witnessed horror. She walked with death. Only joy she does not know. I have never heard her laugh.
Well, in time she will, Mr. Vilna. In time.
That I pray. And she yet has faith in God. That they could not destroy, and it fights her fear even of my coming here to visit you.
Oh, of course you'd be worried until you return, and I mustn't keep you.
Yes, I must go, for my sister has prepared a surprise for Greta. A complete Christmas, although it is not yet time.
Complete Christmas?
Yes. You see, we will be on the long train ride to my brother's home in Oregon, and Greta fears Shanty St. Nicholas, will not be able to find us on the train. So tonight we pretend and celebrate, as is our custom in the old country, Christmas Eve with a fine dinner, a beautiful decorated tree, and presents for Greta.
That's a wonderful idea, Mr. Vilna.
Would you come, Mr. Wilson? Would you honor us?
Could I come later?
If you would.
Well, as soon as I check a few things with my city editor, Mr. Vilna. Just a minute. Yes? Yes, Mr. Vilna's here. Who's calling? Reba Wuchik?
My sister? Why should she call me here?
Well, here, you'd better talk to her, Mr. Wuchik. She sounds upset.
Thank you. Hello? What is it, Reba? Greta? No, she's not here. You've looked in the neighborhood? Oh, my poor darling. If she is lost, she will become more frightened in this great city. Yes, I will come at once. Mr. Wilson, Greta became frightened I might not come back. She tried to follow me, wished to share my fate, and now she's lost. In the snow and darkness of this vast city, she is lost.
Thus, haunted by fear for her father, Greta Vilna, a stranger in a strange land, wanders the streets of Big Town. And for the heartwarming adventures that await her, we'll return in a moment. You know, some people think all soaps are the same. Not me. I always felt that Lifebuoy Health Soap got me cleaner somehow. And now I know I'm right. Because doctors have actually proved it in 820 scientific tests. Yes, after comparing the effects of daily baths with different soaps, these doctors made this amazing statement. Actually, you're cleaner, safer from BO when you bathe daily with Lifebuoy than when you bathe with any other leading soap. Startling, isn't it? Well, here's the explanation. Lifebuoy does more than just remove the grime and perspiration you can see. Lifebuoy is more effective than any other leading soap in removing the invisible dirt that can form a foothold for BO. Lifebuoy gets you even cleaner than the eye can see. After 820 scientific tests, these doctors say that Lifebuoy's purifying ingredient makes the difference. And this same purifying ingredient actually makes Lifebuoy milder, safe even for a baby's tender skin. So enjoy a refreshing Lifebuoy bath every day. You'll like Lifebuoy's creamy rich lather, its wonderful mildness. Get some Lifebuoy tomorrow. Now, back to Big Town and Steve Wilson's story captioned Prelude to Christmas. While talking to Gregory Vilna, editor and hero of The Underground, who has just arrived in America with a group of displaced persons, Steve learns that Vilna's daughter is lost. Meanwhile, on a cold street corner on the south side of Big Town, a character by the name of Willie the Weep, dressed in a moth-eaten Santa Claus costume, is trying to collect money for the Illustrated Press Christmas Fund.
Give, folks. Give a little to poor old Santa Claus. Give what you can so them ain't got hardly anything at all. Can have a little Christmas cheer. Give.
Santa Claus. Oh, Santa Claus, please help me.
Great day. What are you doing out alone in all this dark and snow and cold, little girl?
I am looking for my father. Please help me.
Sure, I will. But you oughtn't to be out alone in the cold and the snow.
I'm not afraid of the cold or the dark. All my life I've lived in the cold and the dark.
Well, who are you, little girl?
I am Greta Vilna. Please help me, Santa Claus.
Sure, I will. But where do you live?
I don't live anywhere now.
Not anywhere?
Once I lived in Europe, and I am on my way to Oregon on a train tomorrow.
But where are you staying in Big Town?
With my Aunt Reba.
Aunt Reba who?
I can't remember her married name.
Where does she live?
I don't know.
Don't you know the house or the street?
There are so many houses, all alike. So many streets all alike.
Oh, you poor little girl, this is terrible.
Please don't cry for me, Santa Claus. I'm not afraid for myself, only for my papa.
Where's your papa gone?
To a newspaper office.
A newspaper office? What newspaper?
I can't remember, but he had to go. And I'm afraid they'll send him away to prison like they did at home.
No, they won't, miss. Newspapers don't ever send nobody to prison in America. They only try to help the police. The police. That's where I better take you, miss. To the police station.
Oh, no. Please, no, Santa Claus. I'm afraid of police stations.
Why?
Because people who go to police stations hardly ever come home again.
Not here, miss. Why, if that was so in America, there wouldn't be enough jails to hold them. Now, you come on. I gotta get you out of this cold and snow.
No. Please, Santa Claus. Don't take me to the police station. Please help me find my papa.
All right, miss. I know a newspaper fellow what can find almost anybody. You come along, and I'll bet he'll help you to find your papa.
Oh, Gregory, you're here. Oh, Gregory, I'm sorry. I could not stop it.
No news then, Reba?
Ani Slava. Nothing.
It is not your fault, Reba, and Greta will be found.
Found? But how?
My good friend here, Mr. Wilson, has the police searching, also his reporters and photographers.
Yes, and I'm sure we'll have some word soon, Mrs. Wuchek.
But in this great city, so many things can happen. Terrible things.
And also wonderful things as well.
Oh, if only there was something we could do. I keep praying. Oh, Boże drogi, usłysz
Prayer? Mr. Wilson, I have a thought of where to look for Greta.
Oh, what is it, Mr. Vilna? We'll try anything.
A church in our home city. Even after it was bombed, Greta, when she was troubled and afraid, went to the rubble and ruin of our cathedral and prayed.
Yes, lost, fearful of your safety, she might go into one of the churches in this neighborhood.
Yes, any church, any house of God. It would make no difference to a child seeking souls.
Oh, to any of us, Mr. Vilna. And they're all open, preparing for holiday services. Come on, Mr. Vilna. I told Harry the hack to wait downstairs with his cab. We'll make the rounds.
Yes, go. Gregory, friends, go. Hurry. I will wait here and pray that you find her.
I am sure we shall find her, Reba. We will call you when we do.
And you can take the turkey out of the oven, the presents out of the closets, and light the tree for Greta's very special Christmas.
Come on, little girl.
Is it much farther to your newspaper friend who can help find my Papa, Santa Claus?
Yeah, but we're going to stop at my friend's Mozart's Harbor Cafe and get you warm while I borrow a taxi fare to take you to my friend, Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson? I have heard that name.
He's kind of important on account...
Oh, wait, Santa Claus. Listen.
Listen to what?
To the music. The church music. Holy music. It's coming from that cellar right there.
Oh, that's just a little old waterfront mission run by a poor old blind preacher folks calls a prophet.
Please take me in there a minute, Santa Claus.
But I thought you wanted to find your papa in a hurry.
I do. And I want to ask God to help us. Pray to God to help us. Please, Santa Claus, please.
All right, Miss Greta.
Please come in with me and help me pray to find Papa.
All right, but you'll have to help me, because I guess I just about forgot how to pray. Almost.
Come ye, faithful to the fold. If thy spirit be troubled with doubt, let him, whom those among us call God, Jehovah, Allah, or some other name of faith, let him lift up thy weary spirits on the wings of prayer, in whatever tongue thou hast been taught to speak his words of faith. Amen.
Please, Mr. Willie, kneel with me and help me pray.
You start praying, Miss Greta. That's my friend Mozart playing the harmonium for the prophet. I want to ask him something.
All right, but please come back.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Holy Father, please help me find my own dear earthly father.
Willie the Weep, what are you doing here?
I found a little girl was lost, Mozart. I was on my way to your cafe to borrow a cab fare to take her to Mr. Wilson when she heard you playing holy music and wanted to come in here to pray.
Well, the prophet's organist is sick, so I came down to help him out. Who's the kid?
One of them poor, misplaced people that come in on that boat yesterday.
Displaced. DP. How'd she get lost?
Looking for her father, what used to be a newspaper man, and she's afraid he's been arrested or shot or something. She's had an awful time, and she's just afraid of about everything, Mozart.
I shouldn't wonder, poor kid.
So I figured Mr. Wilson could help find her father quicker than anybody else in Big Town.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Going back and phone him, Willie.
All right, but could you lend me a nickel, Mozart? I'm kind of broke, except for this money I've collected for the Illustrated Press Christmas Fund. And that's for presents for the poor kids, and I can't use any of it.
Somebody ought to make you a bank president, Willie. Here's a nickel. Now you go make that call.
Say, boss.
Yeah, say it, Harry, but keep your eye peeled for the next church.
Well, there's a little one in the next block, and I sure hope we have better luck than we did in the other three.
It would not matter to Greta what kind of church. In Europe, those who have been able to cling to their faith are fortunate to find a ruin in which to worship.
Here you are. It sounds like they're practicing Christmas hymns.
Yes. Will you go in and look for Greta, Mr. Vilna?
Yes, if she's here, she will be sitting quietly, praying. That I know for sure.
Poor guy, Mr. Wilson. He's scared and he's trying not to show it.
I'm worried, too, Harry. But everything's being done that can be done.
A lot can happen to a kid in this hard-boiled town.
Well, we deal too much with the seamy side, Harry. Actually, the people of a big town are no worse than other people the world over.
Yeah, more good than bad, even in the seamy ones. I guess we kind of forget that.
Yeah? You forget a lot of things, Harry. That we only remember this time of year.
Yeah. Still snowing. Makes the old town kind of pretty, almost.
Yes. It hides and softens the man-made ugliness.
He's coming out, boss, without the kid. Poor guy.
Now start your motor, Harry. We'll try the next church.
She's not there, Mr. Wilson. Greta's not there. Not there.
Boss, there's a synagogue in the next block and a Catholic church on the corner.
Well, drive on, Harry. Stop at both of them.
Okay, boss.
No, Mr. Wilson. Not here. Not here. My Greta is not here.
Dominus vobiscum et cum spiritu tuo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Vilna. Greta is not here.
Sorry, boss. We tried every church in this neighborhood.
No, Harry. Wait a minute. There's one we've forgotten.
Which one?
The Blind Prophet's Mission.
Golly, yeah. It's around the next corner, just an old basement, but the kid might have passed that way.
Make the turn. We'll try it, Harry.
A basement. Our church at home was nothing but the basement when the bombs were finished. Greta went there many times. It was the only church she ever knew.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. Let's go in.
Oh, the music, the voices. They would draw my Greta to them out of the night.
Mr. Wilson, I've been trying to phone you.
Willie, the weep. Look, Willie, have you seen anything of a little lost girl?
I sure have, Mr. Wilson. I found her.
You found her? You found my Greta?
Yeah, she's with the prophet, and he's been helping her pray we'd find you. And she's right in here.
Oh, thank heavens, and thank you, and bless you all.
Oh, there she is, Mr. Vilna. Kneeling in the last row. Still praying for your safety. We'll wait here and take you home.
Yes, please wait, Mr. Wilson. You and your friend Willie the Santa Claus must come to help us to make Greta's first joys and very special Christmas complete.
Thus, the lost is found and reunited. And in a moment, we'll return to the dramatic and heartwarming climax of Prelude to Christmas. Brought to you by Lifebuoy Health Soap. I'm going to say something you may find startling, but doctors have proved it. Lifebuoy, with its purifying ingredient, gets skin cleaner. Stops BO as no other leading soap can. Yes, after comparing the effects of daily baths with different soaps, these doctors made this amazing statement. Actually, you're cleaner, safer from BO when you bathe daily with Lifebuoy than when you bathe with any other leading soap. It's Lifebuoy's purifying ingredient that makes the difference. Remember, this purifying ingredient actually makes Lifebuoy milder, safe even for a baby's tender skin. So bathe with Lifebuoy every day. And ask for Lifebuoy in the big new bath size. It's generous, luxurious. Get the new bath size Lifebuoy tomorrow. Now, back to Big Town and to Steve Wilson and his companions as they gather in an apartment in Big Town to help a little refugee celebrate, a little ahead of time, the first joyous Christmas she's ever known.
Oh, Papa, when may I take the blindfold from my eyes and see the beautiful tree with all its colored lights?
In a moment, Greta, my darling. But before you do and become so excited you can't speak, you must thank Mr. Wilson and all his friends who helped bring us together again.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson, and I am sorry I ran away and got lost because I thought you were going to send my father to prison.
You're very, very welcome, Greta. And try to forget the past. Your future is here with us in America. And no matter where you go in this vast land of ours, you need never again live in fear of the things you fled. If you fight with us, all those men of evil who would enslave all mankind.
I won't be afraid anymore, Mr. Wilson. See? I am not even afraid of the blindfold on my eyes, which I remember only on people who are about to die.
Greta, you must forget. Forget all that, my dear.
Yes, Greta. Remember only that it must not happen here, and what you see when your father removes the blindfold will help you.
Please, Papa, take away the blindfold and thank you all for this Christmas I would have missed on the long train ride to Oregon.
Yes, Greta. Now, but I think it is fitting that your good friend Willie the Santa Claus should let you see the tree.
Untie the blindfold, Willie.
All right, Mr. Wilson.
I know the Christmas tree is lighted already, Mr. Willie the Weep.
Yeah, Miss Greta, like a million stars.
I know.
Hold still. I can't get the doggone knot untied.
It doesn't matter. I've been peeping for a long, long time.
There.
Oh, it's the most beautiful Christmas tree in all the world.
Merry Christmas, Greta.
Merry Christmas, Greta.
And so ended Steve Wilson's story of a little girl's prelude to Christmas. And now, before telling you of next week's exciting Big Town story, remember, doctors have proved it. Lifebuoy, with its purifying ingredient, gets skin cleaner. Stops BO as no other leading soap can. Yes, you're cleaner, safer from BO when you bathe daily with Lifebuoy than when you bathe with any other leading soap. Ask for Lifebuoy Health Soap tomorrow. Next week, don't fail to hear another exciting Big Town story, headlined Deadly Resolution. The story of a premature New Year resolution. In tonight's dramatization, the part of Steve Wilson was played by Edward Pauley, Lorelei Kilbourne by Fran Carlin, Dusty by Casey Allen, Willie the Weep by Donald McDonald, Mozart by Larry Haynes, The Prophet by Bill Adams, Stephen Schnabel was Gregory Vilna, newsboy Michael O'Day. Jimsy Summers played Greta, and Gloria Stenyu was Reba. Jack Payne is our engineer. John Powers and Weston Conant are sound technicians. James Hayes, production for NBC. Music and arrangements are by John Gart. And Big Town is written and directed by Jerry McGill. Now, this is your narrator, Hugh James, bidding you on behalf of our sponsors, the Lever Brothers Company, and our entire cast, a very Merry Christmas. And good night until next Tuesday, same time, same station, when you'll hear the Illustrated Press newsboy calling.
Extra, hero, all about it. The story of deadly resolution, brought to you by Lifebuoy Health Soap, another fine Lever product. Extra.
New Rinso with Solium puts sunshine in your wash. Yes, rain or shine, new Rinso with Solium give your wash an amazing new brilliance. You can dry your wash anywhere, and white clothes will turn out not just whiter, but actually whiter than new. And washable colors not just brighter, but even brighter than brand new. It's because new Rinso contains the scientific sunlight ingredient, Solium. New Rinso is so safe for clothes, so kind to hands. Find out for yourself how new Rinso with Solium puts sunshine in your wash. Only new Rinso contains Solium. Today, more women use Rinso than any other wash day soap in the world.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.